Building a business may feel like a big jump, but OnDeck Small Business Loans can help keep you afloat. With lines of credit up to $100,000 and term loans up to $250,000, OnDeck lets you choose the loan that's right for your business. As a top-rated online small business lender, OnDeck's team of loan advisors can help you find the right business loan to fit your needs. Visit OnDeck.com for more information. Depending on certain loan attributes, your business loan may be issued by OnDeck or Celtic Bank. OnDeck does not lend in North Dakota. All loans and amounts subject to lender approval.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are covering the Atlanta Falcons. For those of you that are new over the summer, what we like to do is one team a day. And right now we're finishing up. This is our last team in the NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons. We like to recap what happened last season just briefly and then go over the offseason transactions. Just a little recap because, I mean, there's always things like, oh, I forgot that player signed there. You know, obviously we know if like a Patrick Mahomes got traded, everyone would remember that. But, you know, it's that middle tier guy, you know, that's a random trade here or there or someone that was a salary cap casualty, right? So he ended up becoming a free agent that people weren't expecting, moving sides. Plus, we could recap the draft picks, any other news, whether it is salary cap related or just news with the team over the summer. Just a good little refresher. And then we dive into the 2024 season by looking at their schedule, playing guess the lines, and then we head over to the betting market to see what the sports bettors and what the betting odds think of this team and their expectations for them for the upcoming season. Does that sound good with you, Cricket?
It does, sir.
So tell me about your beloved Atlanta Falcons here. How'd you feel about their 7-10 last season?
I mean, there's not my beloved Atlanta Falcons by any means. They, you know, obviously new coaching regime here, brought in a new quarterback now. Did not have the quarterback you needed there when they drafted Desmond Ridder, who's moved on to the Cardinals, which we'll get into just a little bit. Got a lot of good pieces, young pieces there. Guys like Bijan Robinson. They've never used Kyle Pitts the way they were supposed to, so they do have, Drake London has shown some flashes in there too. So you've got some key young pieces that you can do some things with, but the Falcons always doing the Falcons things, man.
Yeah, they had a chance to win the division actually at the end of the season, but they had to win the last two games of the season. They ended up losing both and losing them to the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints, which wasn't even close either. And those aren't good teams.
No, they got shellacked in that last game.
Yeah. That's crazy.
When they still had plenty to play for in that thing.
Yeah. That if they would have just won that one, there would have been, in the Bucs loss, it would have been like a 3-way tie, and the Falcons had the tiebreakers. But yeah, disappointing season for Falcons fans there. Look at this depth chart, though. I forgot about what the heck is going on. What are we doing?
Nothing nice.
We can't, dude. So obviously, some of the big news of the offseason is they signed Kirk Cousins to a well-deserved $150 million contract coming off an Achilles injury.
Jeez, that's what I'm saying, man. We don't even know if that thing's going to hold up there.
And the difference between his and Rodgers was on his plant foot, or I guess on his left foot, and then this is on his right, on his actual plant foot for Cousins. So that's gonna be scary.
That's what I'm saying, man. And on top of that, I know Kirk Cousins can play, and he is a starting quarterback in the NFL, but in my opinion, he ain't one of the top ones. Never has been. Yeah,
but this dude, all he does is collect checks and get guaranteed money. And I stand corrected. It was a $180 million contract, not 150. Look at his career earnings, $231 million already before this contract even.
I cannot believe Kirk Cousins has made over almost $250 million.
And hasn't even, I think one time he sniffed the Super Bowl. Yeah, 1 year with the Vikings, I think the year that Philly went and beat the Patriots with the Philly special.
I mean, they didn't really sniff it that year.
Didn't the Vikings
beat in the first round by the Giants, I think.
Did they? I thought it was the Vikings and the Eagles that were playing each other in the NFC Championship. I could be wrong.
I don't believe that was the case. I could be wrong as well, but I don't believe that was the case. I don't think the Vikings have been to the NFC Championship in a minute.
Someone in the chat, look it up. Let us know. Please tell me I'm right. Either way, here's that contract that they signed. This is one of their big free agent signings. It was Kirk Cousins leaving Minnesota, headed down to Atlanta. 4 years, $180 million. The big deal is it's a 4-year, $100 million guaranteed. That's what you got to look at. And they have a potential. You're stuck with them for 3 years. So, it's going to be interesting. You better hope you can be halfway decent. It's just scary coming off that injury, but we'll see. Look at this roster, man. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McLeod, Kyle Pitts. They got some guys. They even got a fullback.
Guys, man. Yep, they got some guys. Now, but as far as I don't know, I just feel like that Arthur Blank is becoming kind of like a Jerry Jones for me.
That is true.
I'm kind of just over it, bro. And I don't think you're ever going to win. Your franchise never going to win a championship as long as you're the one in charge.
I feel like everyone's hyped up on the Falcons because they look at this offense and they're like, how can you not be good this season?
Exactly, bro. I mean, they were like, I remember when Kyle Pitts came into the league, bro, they were like crowning this guy as a Hall of Famer before he'd ever played it down. And they haven't used him in the right way ever.
But I think people forget that there's also the defensive side of the ball you got to worry about. And I'm looking at this and I'm not really blown away by this defense. I mean, are you? You got Grady Jarrett, but like,
I mean, I don't see anything there.
The defense that gave up like 37 and 48 points the last 2 weeks of the season last year when there was a lot on the line. So how am I supposed to be hyped up about this?
Against very middle of the road, if not lower than middle of the road type teams that they got torched with right there. So, I mean, you got Raheem Morris, who is more of a defensive minded guy.
That's true. That is true.
So, I mean, maybe that can come in with some schematic things and be able to get the most out of this roster there. But I mean, at the same time, sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's better when you don't have a lot of those names jumping out at you. It's more of a team style play there, So, but maybe they can do something. But I haven't seen that yet. I'm with you that the defense needs a major upgrade.
Yeah. They named TJ Yates QB coach in January, and then what do we got? They released Jonnu Smith at the end of February. They signed on March 11th. They signed Kirk Cousins to his contract. Signed Darnell Mooney. You see any transactions that stand out here? They placed Matt Ryan on the retired list. I didn't even know he was. I didn't know they had to do that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had the rights to him anymore. He played with the Colts the last time he played.
Exercised the 5th-year option on Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, they did have that lucky play against. You're talking about the Vikings still Patriot against the Saints. That was crazy. They look like they moved. Some of these guys are older guys. Like Jonnu Smith has moved on to the Dolphins. Calais Campbell also moved on to the Dolphins. Jeff Okudah, cornerback, has moved on to the Texans. Bud Dupree, the edge rusher, on to the Chargers. Mac Hollins, who has had some good games for the Falcons, he is now a Buffalo Bill. They did bring over Ray McLeod, wide receiver from AK's 49ers there. Rondell Moore came over to the Cardinals, but we did see that he had the non-contact injury at the end of practice the other day, and he is going to be out for the entirety of the season with a knee injury there. So, but beyond that, I don't see anything that really sticks out to me in these free agent signings here.
I mean this with all due respect, but suck it, Cricket. I was right. Look at that. They lost in the conference championship to Philly, 38-7. They were 13-3 that season. That's what I said. It was the year that Philly won the Super Bowl.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you said the year they went to the Super Bowl. I thought you were talking about when they went against the Chiefs a couple years ago. Okay, well, that one, yeah, I wasn't thinking 7 years ago, bro.
I was trying to say, like, Kirk Cousins made all this money, but he hasn't even sniffed a Super Bowl. And I said, I think the closest he got was a conference finals game against Philly where they got blown out.
Was he even the quarterback there then?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, because it looks like it was Case Keenum.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't even the quarterback
So
there.
It wasn't even him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He was still a commander at that point in time. Hell, I don't feel like
in the next year.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get there till 2018. Look at that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's how long ago it's been. He said just a year or two ago. It does feel like 2017 was just a year or two ago, but turns out it was not.
Those were better times. Actually, they weren't. Those were wild years.
I was going to say, I was pretty rough back then.
Oh, man. Okay. And then we got Falcons draft picks. So, I mean, they brought in Kirk Cousins, right? So, obviously, they didn't have to worry about quarterback position in the draft. So, oh, wait, no. With the first pick overall, or their first round pick, number 8 overall, they decided to shock the world and take Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've talked about this one all we really talk about. I don't want to throw too much shade at Michael Penix. The biggest thing for him was the question marks with the injuries, where he had 4 different season-ending injuries while he was at Indiana before transferring to Washington there. So that's always been the question mark for him. He throws a beautiful ball from the left-handed side, a little a la Michael Vick down there, man. But, I don't know. We'll see. Did you see how did he do last night? I did not see how he did last night.
I didn't watch any of it. People were hyping up. Look at this. Look at this. The Cougs are so good they have to hold them. Look at that. That's clearly a hold. He's got fingers in there. Look at that.
Find a Coug back there.
Stuck in Washington.
But yeah, jury's still out on this guy.
Listen, we said this when it happened. We weren't like throwing shade at Michael Penix Jr. Congratulations to him. Get your money and get drafted and go out. You hope you have a good career. It's the fact that you gave an aging old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury $180 million and then decide to also take a older injury prone quarterback. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Penix he's like going to be 25 heading into the season and multiple knee surgeries. And you decided to take him at 8 when you could have, if you wanted to take him in the first round, at least like trade back. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking. I don't think he was going to go that high. I feel like they definitely lost some value drafting him that high.
Yeah. So here's what it is. I feel like everyone else forgot what they did after that because they were just still shocked.
Everybody was so shocked, bro. They didn't pay attention to another pick.
But in round 2, 35 overall, they took a defensive tackle, Rook or Horo. I
don't know that one, bro.
Rook O. We call him Or for short.
We'll call him Rook.
Okay.
He's a versatile defensive lineman with a high ceiling here. 6'4", 294, athletic guy. I felt like this was a little high. He was the 68th overall ranked player here, going at the top end of the second round there. So they obviously see something they like. You got Grady Jarrett's coming off a torn ACL, so you're going to need a guy that you can plug and play in there. And coming from a program like Clemson, they've done pretty well with their defensive linemen down there. So we'll see. I thought it was a little high for him, but we'll see.
Dude, I feel like whoever was naming him just got scared because he's just a monster. Look at him. They're like trying to say his name, and they're like, "Oh, it's Orho."
That's a large American for sure. Yeah, eat children and small farm animals for breakfast.
Yeah, and then in the third round, 74 overall, they take Braylon Trice, edge rusher out of Washington. Man, they like the Huskies, don't they?
Yeah. He's got a good pursuit here. He's best at shooting his hand and driving offensive tackles, rushing the passer there. So big, strong guy at 6'4", 245 there. Obviously played in some big-time games at Washington, going to the national championship game last year before falling short to Michigan. So another guy that, I felt like it was a little bit high for him, but not too much. This one, I felt like he was more around this area than Horo was in the top of the second round.
It feels like the Falcons GM and their staff just sit around and wait for the college football playoff to come around and be like, okay, what guys are good? Oh, hey, look at Washington's in there. Let's see if Washington. Oh, look at that defensive guy. He got a sack.
And watch the down of college football before January 1st.
It feels like it. Round 4, they take Brandon Dorlus, defensive tackle and defensive end out of Oregon. I think they're trying to beef up their defensive line, huh?
Yeah, looks that way. This guy was a 3-year starter. He played on both the inside and the outside at Oregon. He only had 10 sacks over the past 3 seasons, but is an effective pass rusher. He went with some quickness between the tackles and strength off the edge. So he's got a ceiling there, but has not been overly productive and with a pretty good body of work.
Patriot wants to know, are you even trying to convince me on the Falcons cricket?
No, I told you. I've been telling you to fade them. I've been telling everybody to fade him. That
like this is like Frank the Tank when he hops. Frank the Tank hops sides. This is kind of like you. This is a division rival.
No. Go back and play back any show. I've been telling y'all for weeks to fade these damn.
That's not what the title says.
I know. It must be true.
It's on the internet. Then they take a linebacker out of Notre Dame, JD Bertrand.
This was a guy was a 2-time team captain. Led Notre Dame in tackles in each of the past 3 seasons. So a tackling machine here, good at sifting through traffic, shoot the gaps between the tackles, and quick to react on pursuit there. So, a guy that's obviously a leader in the locker room, no off the field issues. You get named a 2-time team captain in a place like Notre Dame, you got your shit together. So probably got some value here with this guy in the 5th round.
6th round, they took a running back out of Alabama, Jace McClellan, and he must be. Like, I've never even heard of this guy. Oh, because he suffered a torn ACL in 2022. That's why.
But he led Alabama in rushing in 2023. He's there. Like I said, you got the ACL injury in the past, but coming from the tree of Saban there.
And then wide receiver out of Illinois, Casey Washington.
Yeah, this guy did not get invited to the combine, but in the final game of his college career was probably his best performance that he had there. So this is another guy. You got a late round cat trying to get lucky here. See what you can do.
And just for those of you on the internet that know, yes, I said Illinois on purpose. You don't want me to say that. Don't put an S on the end of it. How about that?
That's all I'm saying. That's a fair point, sir.
Zion, and then they took their last pick, a defensive tackle out of Georgia, Zion Lagu. I don't know how you say that, but
Logue, probably something like
Logue.
that.
They're definitely trying to beef up that front seven.
Yeah, big guy. This is a big guy here too. 6'6", 314. Got good strength and size, long arms, bring get off blockers. So he has room to improve in a few areas, but obviously a guy from Georgia, man, you'll take a chance on that in the 7th round. Or excuse me.
Patriot says, Steps, we need you, bro. I know he's not even here to defend the Falcons.
Falcons are garbage.
Hey now.
They're garbage.
Take it easy.
Signing 30-plus-year-old quarterbacks, $180 million deals, coming off major injuries just to draft a guy in top half of the 1st round. Fucking idiots.
Okay. Falcons cap room. They wow, look at that. They're second with the most cap used. Man.
You couldn't tell by looking at that roster.
You sure couldn't. No wonder they couldn't do anything defensively to bring guys in. They had no money to do it.
Yeah.
It's like they spent it on an aging quarterback or something like that. They're in last. They're last with they're 32nd with only $2 million available in cap space for the rest of the season. Their biggest cap hit this season, it was no surprise to anyone, is Kirk Cousins for $25 million. Jake Matthews, left tackle. At least they paid the left tackle. That's smart. Grady Jarrett. Okay. Jesse Bates, Gary. What are they paying my man? There he is. Younghoe Koo?
Younghoe. Whatever. That says Young Ho. I refuse to go that call. It's pronounced Younghoe. I ain't saying that. That shit says Young Ho.
My Younghoe Koo. He's getting $5.2 million. He's 30 years old.
He's good, bro.
Man. He is good.
I can't bet on him. He's on my no bet list. He screws me no matter how I try to bet on him.
He's getting paid more than Bijan Robinson. Gotta love that.
That is pretty sweet.
Dude, in the best job in college, or the best job in the world is backup quarterback, and even more so backup quarterback, Taylor Heineke. This also threw things off. Not only did you pay Kirk Cousins all that money, you paid Taylor Heineke a decent chunk. He's getting $4.5 million, right? You paying him that, and then he's going to be your practice squad guy because you're not keeping 3 QBs on the roster.
He's the guy you're practicing against, straight up. Re-signed him too. Brilliant moves by the Falcons front office.
Yeah, let me see. What was the current contract? Yeah, the last year of his contract, man. My man, this is 2 years, $14 million, man.
Good for him.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him, man. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Huge supporters of backup quarterbacks around here. Might be even bigger supporters of backup quarterbacks that get paid.
Hats off to that agent. That's all I gotta say.
That's right.
Hats off to that agent. All right. Anything else happen when you cover in the offseason? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think there was any big news.
Pretty much runs it down there.
We should have brought Steps in so we could do a quick 5-minute segment on the delicious food at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
He's told us about that before. Good prices, too.
Yeah. He showed us some of those, man. They're so good. Oh, that macaroni with the riblets.
Yeah.
So, I'm hungry.
God bless. Well.
What are you guessing this week? For those of you that are new to this, we play Guess the Lines, where I try to guess the exact spread of each one of these games. The lines are up courtesy of DraftKings. Not a sponsor, but that's where we pull our lines from. And what are you guessing? How many think? I got to get them exactly right. How many think? What was yesterday? I got one.
You've had a tough week here, man. I think I'm gonna do exactly 3.
Tough week. I mean, I'm sorry, not each week can be that 6 exactly correct, almost breaking world
I don't
record
know that
7.
you got 6 combined this week.
God, that is all right. What up, Chris? Said, what up, boys? How we doing, buddy? How
What's
we
going
doing?
on, Chris? Good to see you, man.
Okay. They start off so who are we talking about? Oh, we're talking. This one's gonna be tough because
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, I know. I forgot. This is how you know that I don't remember any of the odds from yesterday that involved the
Oh,
Falcons.
yeah.
Okay, the Falcons. They open up against Pittsburgh. This is gonna be tough because the sports betting world has overrated the Falcons, in my opinion. Look at all these home games they have first, dude. That is for 7 weeks of the season, 5 of those are at home. And then the end of the year, I mean, you've got road, bye week, home, road,
They didn't
home,
do many
road.
favors in home games, though.
Sure don't. So they open up against the Steelers. God, I need to go look at week 1 lines again. Get ready for these contests and stuff. They open up against the Steelers, Falcons, 3-point favorites.
Falcons -2 at home against the Steelers. I'm about to bet the Steelers money line right now.
SD will guess better lines. Hey. We need that negativity here. And we got Monday Night Football against the Eagles. I'm going to say the at Philadelphia. This one's going to be a tough one. Because this is tough because I'm high on the Eagles and negative on the Falcons. So I know my numbers are going to be way off than what the current market is. So I'm going to say Philly -3.
Eagles -3.5 at home.
I wanted to say 3.5 too. Cricket, what are we doing?
I mean, be better, bro.
How many hooks am I going to get hit by today? That's one. Okay, then they're home against Kansas City. Kansas City, whoa. Kansas City 3.5-point favorites.
There we go. There's one on the board. Chiefs -3.5 at the Falcons.
That's a Sunday night game too. Man, they do not got any favors. Monday night, then a Sunday night. Who wants to see the Falcons that bad? I don't.
That's right.
I don't set up these TV deals. Home against the Saints. They come marching in. I would say, and I should know this from earlier in the week, but I don't. Look at that. They got 3 division games in a row. 4 out of 5 games during this stretch is division. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. Home against the Saints. I'm going to say the Falcons are. We just did this yesterday. 2.5-point favorites.
Falcons -3.5 at home against the Saints.
Then a short week, and they get to be home against Tampa on a short week. Falcons -2.
Falcons -3 at home against the Buccaneers.
Son of a gun. Then they got to go over to Carolina. I'm going to say Falcons -3 in that one.
Falcons -3.5 at the Panthers.
Yes. Yes.
As is tradition.
And then home against Seattle there, I'm going to say Falcons -1.
Falcons -3.5 at home against the Seahawks.
I'm way off on that one. Okay. At Tampa Bay will be 2-point favorites.
Bucks -1 at home against the Falcons.
Gosh. Then home against Dallas -3.5.
Falcons +1 at home against the Cowboys.
What?
Yeah.
Patriot, I think we know what we need to bet today.
That's right.
Dallas, week 9. Chris says the hook. I know the hook gets me. How do you fail an open book test? I'm not cheating.
Right.
I'm not cheating.
He doesn't
That's
cheat.
the whole point of the game. It wouldn't be fun.
That's right.
If I had the lines pulled up here, this is how you know I don't have the lines pulled up here.
Right.
If I had the lines pulled up here, I would actually miss every single one by the hook on purpose.
On purpose, yeah. To make it look like you knew what you're talking about, but didn't want to give it away.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, then they got to go to New Orleans. Saints -. God, we just did this yesterday. Saints -1.5.
Falcons -1 at the Saints.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. They're way too high.
And they got to go up to Denver Falcons minus 4.5.
Falcons minus 3 at Denver. That's weird.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then they got a bye week. And week 13, they're home against the Chargers. Falcons minus 2.5.
Oh, wow. Let's go. Falcons minus 2.5 at home against the Chargers.
I almost stopped at 2.
I thought you did.
You could hear it in my voice.
You were definitely going to say 2. I was already cracking up, and you said and a half. I was like, let's go.
I should just be staring at your face when I say and 2
right. I gotta get my
and a half.
I need my poker face to be better.
At Minnesota, Falcons minus 3.5.
Falcons minus 1 at the Vikings.
Okay. That seems right to me. I'm just guessing what I think the market's going to set it at, and some of these don't make any sense. And then another Monday night game in the middle of December against they're down in Vegas. I'm going to say Falcons minus 2.
Falcons minus 1 at the Raiders.
Okay. And then home against the Giants, Falcons minus 4.5.
Boom. Let's go. Falcons minus 4.5 at home against the Giants. Let's go. No more.
Let's go. No guarantees. Okay. Then they got to go to Washington. I don't remember what the. Oh no, never mind. To Washington, I'm gonna say Falcons minus 1.5.
Falcons minus 2.5 at the Commanders.
And then home against Carolina, Falcons minus 6.
Oh, sweet. Falcons minus 6.5 at home against the Panthers. Little 3-spot nugget. Cash it.
Exactly. You got the exacta.
Exactly 3. That's probably 8-1 or better, man.
Yeah, probably. I'll give you plus 850 on that one.
Oh, and Chris says, how are the boys? Yeah, probably 850. Chris, how are the boys? They're doing good, man. They're in here in the living room right now, and they're raising hell, watching YouTube or something while Dad gets the shows done. And Will's team's always on the go, man.
Oh yeah, always on the go. Team's doing great. How you doing, Chris? What have you been up to? So 3, and I had like 5 hooks. That's a pretty good day.
Pretty good day, man. That's fair. I like it. I like hitting a little exact to open up a Saturday.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I got my bet Austin Riley home run, parlayed into Austin Riley home run.
There you go. Let's see. Now we gotta go take a look at the sports betting odds on the divisions here. The Falcons, we've been saying this all week. They're now they were minus 115 yesterday. Who keeps putting money on the Falcons? The Falcons are minus 120 to win the division. I'm sorry, I don't see it.
No reason. I mean,
they could win the division. I wouldn't be shocked at that. But I just don't see how they should be this big of a favorite. Still, the best bet in this whole division is to put a unit on the Bucks and a unit on the Saints.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're just basically fading the Falcons.
I don't understand. I don't see it. I think we're the only ones on this train right here with the Falcons not being as good as the book says. But the books do miss these sometimes, y'all. Especially
Patriots says 9-8 season. I agree with that. I mean, 8-9, 9-8.
At 9-8, 8-9. Yeah, all over that. What is the win total? 9.5.
We're gonna look right now. It has to be
9.5.
If they're favored to win the division, it's got to be 9.5.
That's what I'm saying. If it is not,
you can't be that big of a favorite over everyone else and not expect to get 10 wins.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, it's 9-8 probably wins this division. 10 wins in this division, runs away with it.
9.5, and it's juiced to minus 140. So like 9.75.
Bet that under 9.5 at plus 110 right now.
Yeah. You do that, plus you bet one of those other guys to win the division. You bet both those other two teams to win the division. You're going to be swimming in gold and come January.
Oh, dude. Absolutely. They probably won't let you parlay it all together, but yeah. Just sizzle it.
Look at this. Atlanta Falcons to make the playoffs minus 190. That's a better bet. Say no, because there's not going to be two teams coming out of this division. If you don't like them to win the division, just bet the no at plus 150 that they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, what is that at?
Plus 155.
Yeah. Just bet all the unders. Bet all this stuff. Take all that plus money just laying on the ground there. Tell them pick it up, Patriot.
That's free money on the ground. That's right. What? Well, I guess we can go look at these Actually, I wanted to see an alt one real quick.
Take them under 7.5.
Under 7.5 wins plus 325.
I don't even hate that. I put a half unit on it.
Yeah, I mean that ain't bad. Let's see. NFL player performance. I want to look. Oh no, not that one. Player futures. That's what I want. I want offensive rookie of the year. I just want to see where they have him. Michael Penix Jr. at 40-1 to be offensive rookie of the year. He might not even play.
I was going to say, though, it might not be a bad sprinkle, though, because Kirk Cousins goes down. They're going to throw him out there to the Wolves.
That's true. It's a tough season this year, though. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be rough. Don't waste money on that.
Yeah. Any other awards or bets you want to look at?
What about Bijan Robinson, Offensive Player of the Year?
Well, let's take a look at that. That's got to be up there. 16-1. Now that ain't bad. They're talking about they want to open them up and use them more than they have in the past. This coaching staff wants to. That ain't bad.
Yeah, no, it ain't bad.
That
ain't bad. That's worth a. You put because the thing is, if they are any good at all, that guy's going to have a hell of a season.
Yeah, 16-1. That ain't bad.
Yeah,
you got CeeDee Lamb up here, and they don't even know if he's going to play.
Right.
You see that stuff? We didn't even get to that. Maybe we'll get to that on Monday. Him and the Jerry Jones stuff. That's been great.
I haven't seen any of it. Like more, like I said, I'm not a Jerry Jones fan.
What?
Not.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is the old Atlanta Falcons 2024 preview. If you enjoyed what you've seen here, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, give us a follow. We'll catch you guys up on the next video or live stream.
Did you know you can save money with the McDonald's app every single day? Yeah, I was surprised too. Deals every day right at your fingertips. I love a good deal, but the McDonald's app takes gaming the system to a whole new level. Just the other day, I treated myself to a 10-piece chicken nugget for only $1. Yeah, you heard that right. Just $1. All you have to do is order in the app. And get this, you can grab that deal once a week through December 2nd. The first time I discovered the deals in the app, I was honestly shook. I had to tell my whole group chat about it, and now we're always comparing who got the best app deal of the week. Plus, ordering ahead, total game changer, especially when I need a quick lunch or a treat after a long day. So why wait? Save money every day with the McDonald's app. Download it, get those deals, and treat yourself. You deserve it. Valid through December 2nd, 2024 at participating McDonald's. Offer valid one time per week. Excludes delivery. You must opt into rewards. So go check out McDonald's deals and